You know, during World War II, I served in the Air Force as a bombardier. I flew 25 combat missions in India, and then I came back to New York. But while I was in the service, I met a fellow named Bill Lewis. He came from California, redheaded guy. And while we were together in Mississippi and in Houghton, Michigan, going through our training for the Air Force, he eventually became a pilot and I became a bombardier, but that's another story. But anyhow, after I got out of the service in 1945, I think it was October, he was working as a newscaster for NBC in New York at the time. And we got together, of course, because we hadn't seen each other in over a year or more. And we'd meet at Asti's bar and restaurant in Greenwich Village. And we do that maybe once a week. It was a great place. It was called Asti's, A-S-T-I. And all the waiters were ex-Metropolitan Opera stars. And they would actually sing the menu. You'd sit down at the table and the waiter would come over, like Pavarotti, and he would say, "What would you like for dinner tonight? Our specials are the steak so and this and that, and oh, what is your pleasure?" And they would sing the menu. And then the people would order. A lot of ex-opera stars would go in there, and musicians. And now the bartender, he sang too. But he sang more gay 90s songs, and they were just, I mean, so great. I mean, Al Jolson songs, Eddie Cantor songs, all the old-time gay 90s people, you know. And there was one song that he used to sing that Bill would sit at the bar, Bill and I, the Red Rider I called him, and he called me Blackie, because one of our routines where he played the Red Rider and I played Black Bart, you know, the bad guy. We would sit at the bar, and the bartender would sing this song, and every time we went in there, we would request him to repeat it, and it was called Little Secondhand Store. Oh, and to this day, I think I still remember the lyrics. It was so corny and so so unusual that you couldn't help but love it, especially the way this bartender. I know I can't sing it as well as he did, but I'm going to give it a try. It goes like this. Looking through the window of a store, things look so familiar there to me. I looked in that window of that store. When I looked around, this is what I found. I found the little table that stood in our breakfast nook, the funny little stove where you always used to cook. They looked so out of place without your pretty face in that little second-hand store. I found our little armchair and the oriental rug, the cozy little sofa where we used to kiss and hug. They looked so dusty there, but no one seemed to care in that little second-hand store. Little odds and ends we got from all our friends when we said good day. Looking back again, that funny day in May, when we said we'd never part, I seemed to hear them whisper, "You're to blame, for you did wrong. Why don't you kiss and make up, take us back where we belong?" It broke my heart to see the home you planned for me in a little second-hand store next door to Pastor's, in a little second-hand store. Anyhow, Bill Lewis, Red Rider, was responsible for me coming to California, but read my book. That story's in my book. It was just something I thought I'd do. I've never done it before, and it's been, I don't know, 60 years. Thank you.